show. Shut your trap. It's the vaccines. I know it. We all know it's common knowledge. Polio's like a snake bite. Once you catch it, you just suck out the poison. People in wheelchairs are quitters. Anyway, Ron, let me know how to carry on the fight.
Well, vaccines might have blinded your children, but it turns out Mother was right after all. Masturbating will make you go blind, at least to your own self-loathing for 60 seconds. And if you take enough of those Molus pills, you can go blind forever. Speaking of blindness, here's another sensory overload. Smell. I just read this online. Did you know you can defecate in a jar, ferment it for 2 weeks in the sun, and then get high off the vapors? The circle of life goes in your mouth, out your ass, and back in again. Especially if you're smoking toilet cleaner. This is the unfortunate story of America today. A peace-loving, respectable place where your friends steal your wife and then you lose everything trying to be a nice guy. And then you wind up in a trailer in the desert all alone. And your drug-dealing neighbor takes you under his wing and life goes really wacko. But there's also a dark side. Red f***ing alert! Listen, if you legally own, I don't know, say 400 or 500 guns, and you meet another law-abiding citizen in the desert, and you sell those guns, which are your property, to them for entirely legitimate reasons, as is your constitutional right, the government will send a drone to spy on you. It's unbelievable. Well, we all know if you corner a mammal, it will fight back. Except chinchillas or lemmings or a few others that just lay down like a pussy. But trust me, I'm not a pussy. I am working on drone jamming technology. You ain't spying on me. I mean, this is a dark place run by aliens looking to suck the blood out of your veins, enabled by do-gooders who are looking to steal the guns from your home. And trust me, it's all part of a Judeo-Christian Muslim plot to make their religion seem overly important so people don't ask the real questions about what it all means. I've said it before and I will say it again. Open your ears. And if you want an open your ear t-shirt, then send me a text. Next message left on the line was from this guy.
Hey, I really like watching people die.
Thanks for calling.
At Metro by T-Mobile, you can save more with one line of unlimited 5G for just $40, period. That's the lowest price in prepaid, so you can share the big moments like your little star's debut. Save more, only at Metro.
T-Mobile 5G home internet is here. No equipment fees, no annual contracts, and no price hikes. Just great internet for $50 a month. It's that simple. Check availability at T-Mobile.com/Wi-Fi.
Thanks for calling. I tell you what. People say I'm nervous and paranoid, but I'm not. I'm not, dear listeners, because I'm not nervous. I'm fearful, and I'm not paranoid because this stuff is true. There is a whole secret world that is kept hidden from us that makes everything make sense, and I understand it, more or less. And it's my mission to help you understand it too. You see, my buddy, my friend, my mentor in my new life, we'll just call him Philip. Philip Travers. Yes, his name's Philip. Well, my friend Philip, he's such a guy, man. I really want to get him on my next show, but man, he doesn't want to. He even left this message.
Ron, you there? You better not put me on your show, you fucking prick, or I'll drink the blood from your still pumping veins.
What a guy. Anyway, he thinks it's not true. Thinks I'm paranoid. But he's wrong. And that's the thing. Smart people, the most brilliant people, like Philip Trevor, whatever, they don't get it. They don't get it, and that's the point. Big science and big pharma, that's how the whole house of cards works. They've tricked the clever people into actually believing their nonsense. It's the genius of the thing. Get the clever people and the stupid people will follow. Right? 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 Wrong. I'm leading a stupid person fight back. One idiot at a time. Here's a message left for the show.
Hi, Ron. Your show is great. I listen when I'm out metal detecting. In case you don't know, metal detecting's hunting for metallic objects. You know, using a detector, I find all kinds of stuff, mostly made of metal. Once I found an expensive engagement ring, and I fantasized about the woman that wore it. Would it be like to be with her, caress her, stick a knife in her throat, you know, just like a real wife? You can find a lot of clues to conspiracies with a metal detector, like the one about bees being gay. Anyway, what do you think, Ron? Love the show. I'll hang up now.
Here's what I think. The bees have disappeared because they know that the shit is about to go down. You know how a horse gets nervous before you take a semen sample? So you have to talk real nice to it, rub its chin, and then grab his member and crank the life out of it. Now, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. That's the show Beyond Insemination, which is also on this channel. But what isn't on this channel until now, listeners, is the startling fact that in the ancient text of the Sumerians, they talk about the Anunnaki, lizard beings that descend from the sky. This is in Mesopotamia, which is modern-day Iraq. All those wars over there start to make sense now, huh? It's not about oil. It's about lizard people hiding among us. Here's what I know. You're a searcher. You seek truth. We won't be tricked. I'm leading a rebellion of the stupid people. A goddamn rebellion, man. A real one, because we're the last hope. For mankind, I mean. The smart people, the geniuses, they've already been taken. Zappo's got them. Big science has got them. Big pharma, big soy, big corn. These soy corn-holing assholes. Which takes us to our next listener who called in. Really interesting stuff.
Ron, I'm tired of soy, and I am definitely tired of soy sauce. I'm tired of soy latte drinking bitches. I went to a restaurant and some geisha has the audacity to hand me a hot towel. She thinks I should take a bath in front of everyone in the restaurant. It ain't decent, it's a fucking insult. And then she tries to give me some shit called edamame. Those are damn soybeans, you ain't fooling me. 10 of them little fuckers and they want to charge you $5. What do you think, Ron? That soy bullshit gave me man boobs. I've got my hands on them right now. I'm hanging up now. I'm getting all excited again.
Interesting. Big soy, big corn, or big con. They pulled this lie with contrails. They did it with contrails. Contrails only work on people with an IQ over 150. Cons! Like we're all idiotic convicts staring at lines in the sky. If preaching this truth is wrong, I don't want to be right. What they do is make you believe contrails don't work. It's genius. Listen, burn your computer right now. By my math, we've got less than 3 months left. Seriously. Either that or 30,000 years. Depends on the math. I used to be an accountant. Before I understood everything, I was like you, a drone being harvested. Not the kind of drone that vaporizes people from space. And somebody explained to me why we have the largest military budget in the world, bigger than all the other nations combined, but it's just a bunch of assholes playing with remote control planes. They can work from home, harvesting innocent people. Well, no one is going to harvest me. I'm beyond harvesting. I don't eat any corn products at all. Not even sweet corn. But when they come, when they land in full, and come they will, because some of them are already here, man. They're already here.
Bring them things, I bring them things. I call the plug, bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things.
That's money. That's cash out.
Already here. That terrifies me, and it should terrify the hell out of you. Hold on. Back to the truth seeker line.
Yeah, I did like you said on the last show. I've been doing them prepper Kegel exercises so I can store rations in my ass once the abduction comes, because we all know that in the prisons of Lord Zappo, only the truly prepared will survive. At this particular juncture, in my ass, I got a pound of rice, 2 energy bars, a commemorative plate, a tiny saw, a deck of cards, an itty-bitty radio, radio, some loose change, a prophylactic, a masonry bit, a first aid kit, a nudie magazine, a carton of cigarettes, some chewing tobacco, a copy of my medical records, and a mammogram pillow. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to sleep on the cold, hard cell floor.
That's great work. Listeners, let me make one thing clear. I'm not paranoid. I'm not even delusional. This is Blaine County Community Radio, brought to you in association with Pill Farm, Buddy's Trucking, Larry's RV Sales of Blaine County, and U-Tool. Because blue-collar guys aren't geniuses, and neither are you. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Question. Big corporations, harmless, greedy capitalists, or secret, sharing, obsessed communists? I'll let you be the judge. Listen to this thing I read last week. Shit. I wrote it down here somewhere. I read it online. Serious dark internet web shit. Big brains. Solar ecology, lunar, infrared capitalism stuff. Oh yeah. And when I was growing up, we had 9 planets. Now it's 8. Where did the other one go? I mean, that is some shit when you can be the government and make a planet disappear. Where did they put it? And who's living there? Here's another fan of the show.
Ron, I think you're right. We're out of tune with the Earth. I've been on a mission to be like the ancient civilizations of South America, when you make a habit of having elaborate sexual rituals with virgins that die at the end. You get a whole new outlook on life. I'm a changed man. I've never felt better. I really like virgins.
Exactly. South America. When I was growing up, people in the South of America spoke English. But that goes to show you, it's about the dark antimatter of money and how the banks and politicians have been corrupted by the Illuminati in a totally different way to the way you imagine. Red alert, people! Banks aren't just about lending you money so you are a slave to the system. They actually enslave you by capturing your DNA at the very moment you open your account, and then use that DNA to build a replicant of you that lives in the same house as the one you live in, only in cyberspace. And you have to keep leveling up and buying shit for your character. And that's the truth everyone ignores. There's a virtual me right now, somewhere. And I intend on finding him and killing him.
Ron, I've been wanting to call your show for a while and leave a message. What you said about doppelgangers is true. I have a doppelganger, and we have sex, and it's not remotely creepy or gay at all.
I wish you would have left her callback number, because I would have warned her. Listen to me, all you twins out there, it's an abomination. You have to kill your twin in their sleep, tonight, right now, immediately. And for that matter, kill the alien mother that spawned you. She's got a cloning factory in that DNA disaster of a womb. Back to banks and the alternative reality. They not only want you to default, but also sometimes they switch people for their own avatars. So the question becomes, of course, am I me or my own digital reflection? Sometimes when I drink, things get all pixely. It's pretty out there stuff, I know, but stick that in your garden, wind spinner, and blow it out your ass. Ha! In Brussels, they have a little boy who pees into a fountain and people drink it. No wonder the euro is such a mess. F***ing pee drinkers. And to think the courts called me creepy? Let's get back to this plot by the banks to use your DNA to build, entirely with your legal permission in documents you signed, a digital slave avatar of you. And that slave version will one day replace you, only it won't have free will at all. You know how they do it? I've said it 1,000 times. Memory foam. Here's a caller that agrees with me.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, it said wait for the beep, but anyway, what you said about memory foam on your last show, that scares the shit out of me. I got one of those memory foam beds. I think it's listening. When I black out, I bang a fat girl. and then she's not there the next day. But I know because there's a big tent there the next morning. That bed remembers. It's downloading my memories and my life every night while I sleep. Ron, I'm scared.
Memory foam. No wonder you're getting such a comfortable night's sleep, America. Wake up! Open your ears! We are going to drag those demon mattresses out into the square of every city and burn them! And those memories and spirits will be set free, like that movie about the Ark of the Covenant. Right, let's play another message we got on the high security, untraceable truth seeker podcast caller messaging system just yesterday. Here, listen to this. It's genius. Real genius. Really makes things clear about the way the dental profession is designed to let people implant heavy metals directly into your brain. Not to make you crazy, but so certain high security government agencies can read your thoughts.
Hi, Ron. Big fan of the show. Real big fan. Look, I want to make things real clear about the way the dental profession is designed to let people implant heavy metals directly into your brain. Not to make you crazy, but so certain high-security government agencies can read your thoughts.
See? Here, open your ears. Seriously, I heard there's a government facility somewhere in Blaine County that's developing a nerve toxin so powerful a single drop could turn the West Coast into a bunch of vapid asswipes who stare at the sun and have forgotten how to read. No, wait. That's my little joke. Stay on your toes, people, because someone is out to get you, and you're probably paying for the privilege. Remember, if you got something for me, Ron Jakowski, then call or email the show. Until next time, someone is reading your thoughts. So make sure they're scrambled.
Watch yoga videos ad-free and practice uninterrupted. Try our student plan.
So make sure they're scrambled.
We're Fleesa. We began as a credit card company, and thanks to customer allegiance and 29% interest fees that retain clients for life, we became a bank. But we're more than that. We're a brokerage firm, too. What's better than a bank investing your assets for our profits in the safety and security of the stock market? Hey, America's been through some tough times. We've all had to make some sacrifices in health and dignity to make ends meet. At Fleesa, we've sacrificed our integrity and spent a fortune lobbying so that regulations don't bog down the future. Fleesa, credit cards, banking, brokerage. It's time to start paying for everything.
Blaine County Radio, because we know tax is theft and barbecue is king. Oh yeah! Home of the Patriot. Blaine County Radio. Beyond Insemination, the show hosted by two-time Southwestern tractor pulling finalist, amateur rodeo star, and animal husbandry innovator and expert, Dwayne Earl.
All right. We're back with another episode of Beyond Insemination. Welcome one, welcome all. You're listening to the show about BBQ, britches, mud bogging, and bitches. Your weekly journey into semen, sawdust, and savoring the good things in life. Life, death, and reproductive services down on the farm. Okay. Let's get some music playing here. Jesus, assault rock. I need some assault rock. Hell yes. You know, sometimes I just want a woman to hit me. Treat me like the man I am, a piece of angry garbage. And then when we're done fighting, I will hop on a motorcycle and I will pop a wheelie right there in the driveway. Just burn out, skid all over the goddamn place. Hell yes. And she'll stand there crying, and then she'll forgive me. We'll have another baby. She'll make the breakfast. That's the stuff that makes us great. Grease, girls, and grits. All right, the phones are already lit up here. You people just can't wait to get stuck in. Let's go to line 4. Mr. Chuck, you're on the show. How can we go beyond insemination together?
Yeah, hey, Dwayne. I'm a big fan of the show, by the way, but first-time caller. I wanted to thank you for your bass fishing advice. You know, you're right. Dynamite is much easier than all that sitting around with a pole, going mad, staring at tiny ripples, wondering if everyone really hates you, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm calling about the kids these days and the way they dress. Oh, man, my boy, he wears a skirt, got breasts and plants, wears a little lip gloss. What do you think, Dwayne? I don't think that's right.
Thanks, Chuck. I'm with you. I mean, platonically speaking, of course. I've about had it with gender fluidity. For reals. Seriously. For real, seriously. Men is men and girls is ladies. And there ain't no point in telling me different. I mean, it's getting to where boys have bigger titties than a woman. I know I do. It's gotta stop. I'll tell you what really sets me off. Let me tell you. Me and the boys will be having a great afternoon. Couple of cases of lager light, some steaks on the grill, and jumping on four-wheelers and shooting assault rifles and playing on the trampolines and wrestling in a muddy hole with our tops off. You know, typical good time shit. And out of the corner of my periphery, I see these fruity fellas riding bicycles. City boys coming out to the country with their brightly colored jerseys and fruity hats and tight shorts. I don't want to see your Johnson. We ain't friends. And they ride bicycles with tap shoes on. Fucking tap shoes. Just in case they need to jump off and sing a show tune. What in the hell is that all about? Well, I ain't whistling Dixie, I can tell you that, because nobody likes a whistler. Creepy bastards. Whistlers. Next caller, inseminate me. No, that's wrong. Speaketh to me.
Hey there, Dwayne. My name's Mike, a big fan. Big fan.
I do not care about no names, boy. You state your business and I will do the pontificating, sir.
Good. Anyway, my kid is real good at sports, football and that. I think he's going to get a scholarship. He hits real good. Real good. Like one of them crackheads you read about them picking up north. But my wife won't let him play because his grades are low on account of him getting his girlfriend pregnant. Not my wife. My wife can't get pregnant no more. Uterus is ravaged like the projects. Anyway, I need that boy to make a lot of money by going pro so that I can get a new bass boat. What am I gonna do, Dwayne? I can't stop crying.
Brother, I share your pain. Let it go. Let those tears go. I love you, my brother. I love you. You're better than this. You are better than this, sir. Reach deep inside of yourself and just pinch it off. Don't you die on me. Don't you die on me. And that's enough. My friend, your woman has already gone feral. I was a 5th grade soccer coach once. Do not ask. It was a bad time of my life. I know. And you're right. It's not even a real goddamn sport. No one ever got that brain damage, but I did my best. Yes, I did. It was hard. But we made some progress. Taught those kids to be number one, what it takes to get to the top, what steroids to take. Gave them the same as I give my beef herd. How to gamble on sports, how to snap another kid's Achilles tendon behind the referee's back so he never walks right again. Stuff winners got to do to get the job done. How to cover up the smell of marijuana by blowing through a toilet paper roll with dry sheet stuffed inside. How to leave a woman. I taught each of those boys the facts of life and how it is never about the woman's pleasure. Never. Absolutely never about that woman's pleasure. Parents won't tell you the truth, but a man with a beer in his hand will. And the fact is, you do whatever it takes to win. If that wife of yours don't want to understand, don't want to let the boy play some goddamn football, then she's got to go, Mike.
What made you get started on TikTok? I love creating videos, and videos are one of my favorite ways to express my creativity. When did you first start seeing success on TikTok, and what was the catalyst? I've been seeing people who were making voiceovers about what they're going through during the day. So then I decided I'm going to make a vlog about my day. It blew up to 1 million views overnight. Can you tell us about one of your biggest successes on the platform as a result of your creative work or product use? I made 2 videos. One video was about my packaging. One video was about the story about my product. The first video got 800,000 views, and the video about my product blew up and got 2 million views. How do you interact with your communities on TikTok? Community is everything on TikTok, which is why it's at the core of my brand and build your soul. What creative advice do you have to give a small business just starting out? You gotta plan for the best, but you're not always gonna get the best. Can you share some encouraging words for small businesses getting started and pushing forward? If you are feeling stuck or feeling like something is not working, you gotta try something new. And so if you're waiting for your sign to try something new, this is your sign to do it.
Got to go, Mike. Mike, are you with me? You there, son?
I'm here, Dwayne.
Hear the words that I'm saying. She's got to go, Mike.
I know, Dwayne. I'll speak to a lawyer.
Lawyer? Fancy talk. I recommend drowning, Mike. Real men don't use lawyers. Show your boy what it means to be a man. Press her under the surface of the fluids. Mike, please.
Okay. Love the show, thanks.
Thank you, son. Now we call this show Beyond Insemination because it's about what men like to do besides working on the farm. It's about what we were meant to do. Man against nature. I am highly skilled at the art of noodling in a beaver dam. I do not like the animals that consider themselves engineers. I like plant-eating herbivores you can fatten up, give a loving name to, then callously kill and cook like a civilized man. Back to beavers. I once stuck my arm in a dam, and 4 or 5 of them, an entire family, in fact, of beavers, bit into my arm. Got every last one of them on the grill that night and a couple of new hats. For the record, I also do not like fire ants, as it is unreasonable to have a social structure of a bunch of neutered men acting as slaves for a woman. Outside of a modern city, of course, where it appears to be mandatory. They call them places offices. I will not sit in a cubicle like a veal calf while a woman shouts at me about making personal calls until I die. Caller, you were on the show. To whom am I speaking?
Hey there, Dwayne. The name's Charlie. Hope all's going well with your divorce.
No, Migo. It is, in fact, crappy as crappy could be. As I said, avoid lawyers at all costs. Now continue.
Well, yeah, my best friend died in a combine accident, and he left me a few head of cattle, but I ain't no farmer, so question is, how do I know if a female cow is in heat? They don't talk or nothing, they just move.
Oh, Charlie, that's simple. You have come to the right place, as I am an expert on estrus. What you gotta do is look for behavioral signs such as incessant mooing, but most of all, she will exhibit more vigorous interaction with other females, putting her chin on the rump of another cow and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, keep going. Tell me about that dirty heifer.
God damn it. You are sitting there with a hot laptop on your sweaty thighs doing an image search for heifers, aren't you? Jesus. I'm tired of you sickos calling up and ruining my otherwise flawless broadcasting flow. This is a civilized show for civilized people, discussing a variety of topics relating and beyond insemination. Why, oh why does this subject matter attract such a variety of perverts, creeps, and weirdos? It is quite beyond me. Now, don't get me wrong, I like a good time. I've been known to participate in a pheromone party where you do not shave or bathe for 1 week and then partake in moonshine and speed with a group of other like-minded individuals in a hot tub. It is hell on the other side of that party, but it is worth the ride. But that does not mean I find calling up a radio program about royal affairs and pleasuring myself while perusing the heifer section of the information superhighway an acceptable form of behavior. Is that clear? Charlie, you pervert, is that clear?
Yes.
Are we straight, son?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now you take care, you hear?
Thank you, sir.
I am lost for words. Next caller.
Hi there, Dwayne. My name is Susan. I'm calling from Sandy Shores. I really like what you said about how animals have babies and then they abandon them and then they go find another mate. Oh, that just touched me. That made me cry. It reminded me when I left little Mary Sue outside the Up and Atom restaurant. I was tired of all her crying and carrying on anyway. Because I just hooked up with a guy I just met named Francis.
Oh, well, good on you, Susan. Though I am not a fan of names that can apply to a man or a woman, unisexury has neutered our society. No man should be named Francis or Alex or Jamie or, God forbid, Casey. But anyway, I'm so glad we inspired you. That's evolved thinking right there. See, we do believe in evolution in the right situation. For the record, not me, nor no one in my family was ever no monkey. Nor have they been with a monkey, not ever, not even at the zoo, nor pretty much any animal, aside from the usual one. We all practice on. There, that's cleared up. Science and truth can exist together, you see. We can learn a lot from nature. You know how a mama puppy cleans up after a litter by eating their waste? Well, my mama ate all her boys' poop to we were 5. It was unconventional, but it sure made us the people we are today. Social services said this had something to do with the lab her and my daddy had cooking up toilet cleaner, but I would disagree ferociously. I would even go as far as to challenge you to a knife fight. You want to come and talk some shit like that, we will tie our wrists together and solve this in the time-honored way. That's my mama you're speaking about. You take that back, you hear me? That's my mama. Get off my phone and get off my show. Disrespecting a man's mama like that. Now then, changing tack for one special moment. Well, we all know that part of being a man is heeding the call of nature, to kill it and serve it grilled to members of your family and or tribe. I've been hunting since I was a small boy, and I can in fact track more than 16 different species of ruminant animal. While our olfactory senses have been dulled as hell by so-called civilization, in nature, All they got is smell. I know how to simulate the odor of any species. I rub the pheromones all over my member. Trust me, when you have a young fawn experiencing his first adolescent flush, sexual awakening, run out of the woods filled with a yearning it scarcely understands, well, it really is something special when you grab it by the neck and strangle the life out of it. As his terrified eyes look up at you, it suddenly realizes, hey, you ain't my mom, and you sure as shit ain't some young stag gonna gently educate in the ways of the birds and the bees. And in this way, you two really share a special moment as terror takes hold of its central nervous system, and you put the creature out of its misery. You ever have deer sushi? A little rice and wasabi and some fine loin meat, all served up on my stepdaughter just like they do in Asia. I am particularly interested in visiting Asia. I've always been kind to the Asiatic cultures. I've always enjoyed them, from kung fu to martial arts and fucking throwing stars. I would really love to see Thailand, though. Somebody say ping pong? Just saying, not judging. Ain't my way. Johnny, you are on the show.
Bring them things, I bring them things. I call the plug, bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things.
That's money, that's cash out.
Maggie here is a psychic. Unfortunately, I can't choose what I see. That's why I end up having so many visions of old men shaving their shoulders. What is your type? I just want what everybody wants. To unhook our bras and eat noodles over the trash.
Away, Johnny, you are on the show. How can we inseminate you?
Hey there, Dwayne. Big fan. Love the show. I love how it's educational and funny. I tell you what, if you'd been one of my teachers, I'd have spent longer in school. I'd have learned something useful. As it is, I'm a trucker on the weekends.
Oh, really? What you hauling, Johnny?
Pollution. From a big leak they hushed up. Pays triple and I need the money. Anyway, my boy's serving overseas.
Oh, Marines.
Nah.
Navy?
No, he's serving his sentence overseas in Burma. Those bastards put him away for being an entrepreneur. He's a patriot. He got in trouble here in Blaine County, and then, hell, he went and outsourced himself.
There we go. See, that is an enlightening and instructive tale of the dangers of excessive travel. Multiculturalism is heathenism. If God had wanted us to commingle, he would have invented a land of opportunity where we could migrate and create a glorious monoculture. But that ain't happening, because it ain't right. I will think of your boy when I am down on one knee tonight practicing karate. I practice it every night in case I ever come across a rundown roadside bar in a corrupt small town that needs a Zen Buddhist for a bouncer, just like in the movies. Now let us talk about school. I learned everything I need to know about life and everything beyond insemination by working outside with my hands. Now I would not propose that you should therefore abscond from the American education system, but let's be honest, book learning ain't ever done no one any favors. You know, the other day when I was shearing sheep, I had a young ewe pinned to the ground, bawling in terror as I took the wool clean off it. And I began to wander, drift, and daydream beyond the depilatory tasks relating to this quadrupedal ruminant. I began to think about children. It's a scary world that we are bringing children into through the machinations of our loins. We have pledged to protect them. But at times, a demonstration of force is undoubtedly necessary, as is often the case with your mate. My daddy once got so mad at me for back-talking that he pushed my head down on a table saw, scared the crap out of me. Once the scars healed, I thanked him afterwards, because it made me into the man I am today. A man with 5 four-wheelers, 3 personal watercrafts, including a bass boat, a fine collection of weaponry, a fish tank big as a car in my bedroom, nothing but black sheets on my bed, and a pull chain next to my mattress that summons a manservant to bring me another logger to light. That's what success and a good work ethic can get you. And of course, a top-ranking nationally syndicated multi-award winning radio show. Speaking of which, this has been Beyond Insemination. We didn't get to this week's romantic interlude with Big Dwayne, but trust me, we will. Be good, cook until it hurts, and fight artificial insemination as it is unnatural and blasphemy. Until next time, I'm Dwayne Earl, and you are not.
This has been Beyond Insemination. You have been inseminated.
It's the heartbreaking show of human struggle, love, redemption, and hot
morons doing drugs in bikinis. Tragedy equals comedy if you've given enough time. Rehab Island. We've put Darwinism into the ultimate struggle as people battle addictions and each other in this hit competitive sobriety show. We take people to the limit, push them over it, and run commercials in between. Alliances form.
Get out of this hut!
Loves are lost.
I thought you loved me!
I love the coke! I love cocaine! Hearts explode. And contestants flatline. Rehab Island. Reality finally gets real on CNT.
Your #1 station for news, talk, and farm reports. Blaine County Radio. Next on Blaine County Radio, the queen of casseroles, extreme couponing, and dishing out the political dirt. It's Bless Your Heart with Bobby June.
Angels, look at you, just so wonderful. Thank you, and bless your heart.
Bless your heart. I love you, Bobby June.
I love you too. I do. Oh my, today we have a doozy of a show, a real doozy. Cooking, politics, homemaking, money-saving tips, sexual orientation correction, quilting. Honey, we have it all. We really, really do. Bless your heart, bless my heart, and bless us all. Now, firstly, we have a very special guest. First on Bless Your Heart. You know him from some of your favorite stunts and some classic movies, including Nighthawk 5, The Mainframe, and 18-Wheeler Death Race. Honey, he has fought terrorism, he's jumped off buildings, and now he's doing something real crazy. He's running for governor, y'all. Jock Cranley. Now, that's coming up right in a bit. And then, straight from my mama's kitchen, a recipe for Lucky Dip ketchup and meatloaf with a ranch dressing dip. Featuring that thing that liberals have tried to colonize, but us moms know more about than they ever will. That's recycling, honey, as we get real creative with roadkill. Plus, we'll get into our extreme couponing section and show you how you can leave the store with 8 baskets of stuff you want and need, and that you'll only pay $5 for. It's gonna be amazing. It's like organized hoarding. You're welcome. All right, come on into the kitchen, y'all. Let's chat a bit. Come on. Now, Ricky, honey, tell the studio audience what they will be receiving for being part of today's show.
Every member of our audience today will be receiving the Bobby June Grease Lightning 3-minute rendering machine and deep fryer. Render an entire animal into flesh and turn that fatty tissue into purified cooking fats like lard or tallow.
That's right. That's where I got this suet. And that, y'all, is the fat from around the internal organs of a cow. Now, it's very nutritional. It really is a treat. And ancient peoples prized it for its enhancing fertility. And my husband, Lord rest his soul, he swore by it.
No matter who you are, being yourself can be tough when you have severe asthma. Triggers can pop up out of nowhere, causing inflammation that can lead to asthma attacks. But no matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and over that proactively reduces inflammation, which means you could have fewer attacks, breathe better, and relieve your asthma symptoms. So you can be you, whoever you are. Tespire is not a rescue medication. Don't take Tespire if you're allergic to it. Allergic reactions like rash or an eye allergy can happen. Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Sore throat, joint, and back pain may occur. Avoid live vaccines. By helping control your asthma, Tespire can help you be you. No matter who you are, ask your asthma specialist about Tespire today.
Of course, we had 5 babies because of it. I'm getting a hot flash just thinking about the passion that man exhibited after dining at either home or a fantastic all-you-can-eat buffet. I know y'all are going to enjoy that machine. You will now to you folks at home. It's available in all mega stores and, of course, at my official home shopping show. You can make your family some tasty treats and spice up your whole sex life at the same time. I said that, y'all. I'm getting spicy at Bobby June. I am. Bless your hearts. Now, here's something I made. You want one, Ricky?
How could I resist Bobby June's legendary deep-fried margarine sticks, available in the frozen food section of your local warehouse club?
Dip them in ranch, or if you prefer something lighter, blue cheese. A great 4 o'clock snack when you're feeling the blahs or the blues or the blah blobs. Either way, it's going to get you going, Angel. Going to curb your cravings so you can get ready to make that dinner in a jiffy. You're welcome, bless your hearts. Now, here in the Bobby June test kitchen, we fry all kinds of things. Candy bars, butter sticks, cigarettes, onions, hairspray, pets. Honey, I'd deep fry my big toe. It tastes so good, I would. Now, we have had some mishaps, but it's all in the name of science. Ain't that right, girls? Think of the first person that deep fried a can of soda. I mean, they should win an award, honey. A true